Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. The U.S. Mint issues a statement about the 2021 Morgan silver dollar order process. Let's explore. Yes, the United States Mint posted on their Facebook page a statement regarding the order process, actually just a few hours after these went on sale. I missed hearing about this, but this is interesting statement that they make, and much to the surprise, they came out fairly quickly with this and revealed some information here, but they got pummeled in the comments section. We'll take a look at some of those, but here it says, the United States Mint has made several updates to its website to mitigate the impact of bots and extremely high demand on product launch dates. Despite our efforts, we are aware customers experienced issues today. We recognize that we have not fully resolved all of these issues, and we continue to explore technical options to prevent these in the future. As we investigate and learn more about what occurred during the product drops for the Morgan 2021 silver dollar with the CC privy mark and the Morgan 2021 silver dollar with the O privy mark, we will let you know how the Mint will work to make product ordering a more positive experience for you, our valued customer. And though that sounds positive and good that they recognize that this is a failing on their part, which I'm glad they do, we have seen this story before, and you'll see that with some of these comments below. But they have, despite their efforts, apparently there's something happening here behind the scenes that is causing this to still bog down their website. So apparently there is updates that have been made to mitigate the impact of bots and to mitigate the extreme high demand. Now, I don't know how you do that other than lowering the product limit to literally 1 or 2 or what have you per opening day. And I think that's what they should do for the next round of releases here, which is coming up in days, literally days from right now. I think they should limit them to 1 per customer for the at least for the first day, at least. I think that would help greatly, and that's going to mitigate the high demand because people will be in and out with their orders and be gone and off the site. But what happens is people struggle to get them in their cart and they end up clicking. We have to click at least to a point until we get something or not, and then we have to start over again, creating further traffic, unnecessary traffic from individuals. I've had to try at least several times to get the things added all the way through the checkout process. Literally was on the site for about a half an hour that day. Did not need to happen. There's where the problem lies. I kind of doubt there's a lot of activity from bots. To me, I've always questioned that, how much of that, who is going to write a script to enable to impact the U.S. Mint website to be able to place these crazy orders. Is some bullion dealers doing that or individuals doing that? I don't know. But it seems like it would be pretty easy to recognize and prevent. But, I have some knowledge of IT, but there's a lot I don't know either. But it seems like this should have been investigated further from the last episodes that we saw from the U.S. Mint. To me, this almost is again singing the same song and the same excuses that they had before, and some of the comments and the suggestions that people have are really just kind of no-brainers. Just restrict the maximum to 1 or 2 for the first day, and let it go from there. I mean, there's a lot of different comments here, and you can see from some of these that they have some very strong words. And honestly, it's understandable at this point. This is almost inexcusable, in my view, because it should be at the point now where it either sells out within a minute or they throttle the sales and they say, okay, here's an amount for 15 minutes and we're going to limit it to 1. And every 15 minutes, we're going to shut it down, shut orders down, and then come back in 15 minutes and do some more. There's a way to throttle traffic in that regard, I believe. Because once people see that they can't order and there's a clock that ticks, you can order again, and you can try again to order in 15 minutes and have that clock go. And even encourage people not to, well, if they click, it'll be a blank screen with just a number there. You can try again in 15 minutes. To me, it seems like they should be able to do something like that. Maybe some of you who understand some of this process, point of sales, can chime in here. But when people get through the order process, literally to the point where their credit card is processing and it says, do not hit the back button and refresh this page, and that is processing, and then it craps out and you have to start all over again. I can't tell you how frustrating that is, and that should be something that should be not an issue at this stage of the game. So my hope is they will implement these processes very quickly for the next round, which is coming up on the 1st of June. But nonetheless, it's crazy. And I want to be as fair as I can to the mint, but it's a failure on their parts. And I think people are expressing that opinion in these comments, and they had to expect that this statement would not be well received, because we've seen this time and time again. But there you have it. What are some of your ideas? And I'd be very interested to hear from those who have knowledge about this, as far as the technology and the infrastructure, and the IT structure and the server technology behind this, and how orders are handled. I'm of the understanding that the credit card portion is handled on a separate server. So you should not just save your credit card information and use that, because that creates more stress talking between servers. So therefore, what I did is I entered my information manually, or I copied and pasted my credit card number in from the clipboard. So you type your name, you paste your credit card in, put your 3-digit code, and it's there. I've had to do that like 4 or 5 times. And but in order to mitigate having the server talk to another server that has the payment information saved on it. And I understand that causes a lot of problem. So if they can maybe turn that feature off for these types of orders, that would be one thing they could do. One feature they did turn off was the order status update, which in a way is good, because people are going to be checking that first thing to make sure the order was actually taken, even though they get emails. I know I did, and it was turned off. So I think in that regards, they did make some efforts, but that's a very small thing in my view, because there's so many other things that they could have done on the other end. But again, I may be speaking somewhat out of ignorance here, but I don't think so. And I think other people here are expressing some of the same issues. I've not looked at all of these comments, but my guess is there's probably somebody in IT that can probably explain what's happening here one way or the other. So I would be very curious, especially if you have knowledge in that area, to see what your thoughts are on this situation, on this statement that the United States Mint has posted about the order process. We will see what happens on the 1st. It is encouraging that they did at least own up to this, so to speak, at least, and that maybe they will make some changes for the 1st of June and then again on the 7th, because there are some who want to collect them all, and they're going to be very discouraged if they run to the same problem again coming very, very soon. The other possibility is they may actually delay the June 1st offering and push that back a bit in order to deal with this, so that it doesn't happen again. Be prepared that could possibly happen. We'll find out either way. So I thought I'd share this with the community. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.